The story begins in a hospital where a young man named Pa works in the morgue collecting bodies for post-mortem examinations. He has always performed his job responsibly, but night is going to be the most important night of his life. A famous actress named Anna Fritz, who was extremely popular across Spain, has died under mysterious circumstances. Her sudden death at a private party shocked the entire nation, and her body has been brought to the hospital for an autopsy scheduled the next morning. When Pa sees her body, he feels overwhelmed. Out of excitement and poor judgment, he secretly takes photos and sends them to his friends. Later that night, two of his friends, Ivan and Javi, arrive at the hospital to meet him. They invite Pa to join them for a party, but he explains that his shift will end at midnight. While waiting, the three friends go to the parking area and start drinking alcohol together. As the alcohol begins to affect them, Ivan becomes curious about the famous actress's body. He insists on seeing it. Pa initially refuses because it is strictly against hospital rules and could cost him his job. However, Ivan keeps pressuring him, and eventually Pa gives in. He secretly takes them into the morgue, a place where outsiders are never allowed. At first, Pa plays a prank by showing them the wrong body, which scares them, but then he reveals the real body of the actress. Seeing her, Ivan becomes emotionally unstable and begins behaving irrationally. Javi feels uncomfortable and repeatedly tells them that their actions are wrong and disrespectful. However, Ivan ignores them, and the situation quickly spirals out of control as alcohol and poor decisions cloud their judgment. Suddenly, something unexpected happens. The actress, who was believed to be dead, slowly regains consciousness. She is alive but extremely weak and unable to move properly. She can see and hear everything happening around her, but she cannot defend herself. When the men realize she is alive, panic spreads among them. Javi immediately tries to help her and wants to take her to a doctor, but Ivan becomes terrified of the consequences. He fears that if the truth comes out, they will face prison for their actions. In desperation, Ivan suggests a terrible plan to silence her permanently. Javi refuses to participate and argues that they must accept responsibility for their mistakes. A fight breaks out between the friends, and during the struggle, Javi is severely injured. Despite their attempts to help him, he loses too much blood and dies. Now, the situation becomes even worse. Ivan and Pa are trapped in fear and guilt. They worry about punishment, public shame, and the destruction of their lives. Meanwhile, the actress slowly regains strength and tries to escape. She manages to call her father for help, but before she can speak, Ivan discovers her attempt and stops her. Eventually, she pretends to lose consciousness again as part of a plan to survive. In the final moments, the truth is revealed. The actress was acting to protect herself and wait for the right opportunity. When Ivan returns to the morgue and realizes she's alive, he becomes furious and attacks Pa for betraying him. A violent struggle follows. In self-defense, the actress fights back and manages to stop Ivan. Then, remembering everything that happened to her, she turns toward Pa. Although he was less aggressive than Ivan, he still played a role in the events that led to her suffering. In the end, she takes justice into her own hands. The story concludes with the message that bad decisions, peer pressure, and moral failure can lead to irreversible consequences. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for more shocking stories. See you in the next video.